Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to write an objective summary. A summary is a brief statement that contains the essential ideas of the longer passage. Essential is the key word here. What does essential mean? Essential is going to be those big picture ideas. It's going to be the most important information. If you have already talked about central idea, you know that that is a very specific thing that is covered by details in the entire passage. So you're pulling out that main idea, that central idea. Well, the summary in like manner to the central idea is going to be pulling out that essential information. However, when you write a summary, you're going to have more length. So you're going to be able to give more information. So one thing that a summary does not include, you need to make sure that you do not include in a summary, is your opinion. Doesn't matter if you liked it, doesn't matter if you didn't like it, doesn't matter if you thought it was the best book you ever read. We do not include our opinions in a summary. I do include the who, what, when, where, why, and how, when, because that helps us to make something that's very broad. Oh my goodness, I just read this big old book. It makes it easy to bring it down and answer these few questions that could give somebody the brief statement that would give the essential information for that longer passage. So I like to answer these questions, and then I can turn it easily into sentence format. All right, we're going to practice with I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai, which I read every year with my sixth graders. It's an excellent book. And I just went through and answered these questions based on the text. Who, Malala Yousafzai. What, she fought for girls' rights to educate and was shot. She was shot. Why? The Taliban would not allow girls to go to school. So, how? She spoke out against the Taliban and wrote blogs. She wrote blogs, she did videos, she was speaking out against the Taliban and their mistreatment of girls and their right to go to school. When? She was shot on October 9th, 2012, and in Pakistan. So I could easily take the meat and potatoes of my who, what, when, where, why, and then turn it into a summary where I could just create sentences. I Am Malala is about a young girl named Malala Yousafzai. She fought for girls' rights to get educated and was shot. See how I'm turning it into sentence format? If you answer the who, what, when, where, why, it makes it very simple to break down and turn it into a summary. All right, we're going to practice. Cesar Chavez. As we're talking about Cesar Chavez, please be thinking about who, what, when, where, why, and how. And sometimes where is also included in there. Have you ever felt something wasn't fair? Did you see a situation that you felt was unjust and you wanted to make it right? That's how Cesar Chavez felt about migrant workers on American farms, and he spent his life trying to achieve justice for farm workers. It took many years and demanded courage and patience, but in the end, he succeeded. Cesar Chavez showed how an ordinary person could be a true American hero, someone who works to make life better for others. He also showed that greatness comes from who the person is, not the person's position in life. Cesar Chavez was born in Arizona in 1927. When he was 10 years old, his family became migrant farm workers in California. They found work picking fruits and vegetables on different farms. The work was hard and the pay and living conditions were bad. The family had to move all the time. As a child, Cesar attended more than 30 different schools, but as an adult, he knew that the migrant workers were being treated unfairly. For more than 20 years, Cesar Chavez worked to make life better for migrant workers. He thought that by joining together, they could improve their lives. Cesar Chavez created a United Farm Workers of America. This group gave all the migrant workers a voice to try to make their lives better. Cesar Chavez made life better for thousands of poor people. He died in 1993, but in 1994, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2003, California named March 31st as Cesar Chavez Day of Service and Learning. On this day, thousands of students in California worked for people in their communities. In this way, they honored the life and work of Cesar Chavez. Okay, Pause the video, write your who, what, when, where, why, and where, add where, and we are going to go over the answers. So take a moment, pause, and then check back in with me once you have your who, what, when, where, why, how, and where. Okay, check back in with me. We have who, Cesar Chavez, born in Arizona in 1927. What, he fought for the justice for farm workers. Why, because he grew up living in a migrant worker family and saw their injustice. How, he created the United Farm Workers, and when in the 1960s. You could easily turn this into a paragraph summary quoted straight directly. This gives you the meat and potatoes, and then all you have to do is turn it into sentence format. If you have more questions about how to create an objective summary, please email your teacher.